Hi, we're Mike and Ann Herrera. We're from Easley, South Carolina. We're here to talk about our Kingston Pro Pavilion, something that we added to our backyard oasis.
Well, when we first bought the property, we didn't have a backyard. It was all trees. And we came from a yard that had a pool, and we had always envisioned creating a space, an outdoor space that we could enjoy, and then also have family and friends enjoy, grandchildren and everything. So I always called it my oasis. That's how I always pictured it in my mind. Like I wanted a bridge over a river, to the pool, to this. This was like the crowning glory of the backyard, and we just love it.
We were looking for timber frame construction, post and beam construction, because that's something that's close to us, having come from New England. And the idea of seeing the old artisan craftsmanship, putting these together with nothing more than pegs, the amount of eyes that wander around this pavilion when they come in here, it's like, you know, are those dowels really working? Is that really? And the answer is yes. That is how things are put together. That's how things were put together. This has not changed.
It's old world craftsmanship.
So I had started looking and found Lancaster County Backyards after probably months. We had a lot of time. We had tree work that had to get done here. There was a lot of prep prior to anything even being built. So having found them, I started poking around with different designs, different dimensions, different pitches of roof, types of roof. And every time I would put in a request, a quote would be generated, and I'd receive a very friendly email or a little note saying, hey, this is so-and-so here from Lancaster County Backyard. We're here to help you. Is there anything I can answer, any questions? We talk about the electricity that we've run. We talk about the ceiling fan that we wanted in here. A lot of that information was recommendations that they had from other customers and installs that they had seen themselves or had done and performed. And as we kind of came to the end, we started over the phone. We are several hundred miles away, so being on site we would have loved, but we didn't have that opportunity. But they were able to give that same feeling. Having been in sales for most of 40 years in my life, it was exactly what I would like to provide to a customer. Start to finish, and don't forget anything. And that's exactly what they did for us.
So we wanted a pool back here. We wanted to make sure it looked like a pond and very natural, in a natural setting. And so we have a lot of stonework, and we thought our coverage for back here would be some sort of pavilion, and Lancaster County Backyards had exactly what we wanted.
So the pool evolved, the slope of the property evolved, and then the living space evolved. And what allowed us to have an increase in square footage to live in South Carolina was this pavilion. It allowed us to be able to cook out here. It allows us to be able to eat out here. It allows us to be able to sit and watch TV out here, as well as sit around a fire pit, do s'mores, enjoy the pool.
We start out our day here and we end our day here. In the morning, we make our coffee and tea. I drink tea. And we come out here, and we call it our morning meeting. So we have our morning meeting out here.
The board meeting.
The board meeting. And this is where you'll find us every evening after a swim in the pool. We'll be sitting there, and this is where we spend 80% of our time.
It has allowed us to have a much more diversified living space than in the house. You're not in a living room, you're not in a family room, you're not in a kitchen, you're not in a dining room. We're in everything room. What sold us on the Lancaster County Backyard was the product, the value, the look. I can't tell you how many times people will come and say, are these posts solid or hollow? And it's a great feeling. I think we've had several times the comment, well, I'm coming here when the world ends because nothing's gonna be standing but this pavilion.
We would highly recommend Lancaster County Backyard. This is exactly what we, again, back to my Oasis picture, this is what I really envisioned.